But what they said that if they initiate the hug, then that's on them to be sinful. If they go right?
The whole time you're like Keanu, you're like just you're orbiting these.
You do the. I went like this when they try to hug me.
Do you guys know about what happened over in Malaysia during a music festival? Where there's this band called the 1975, and they have a singer named Matt Healy. So they're in the middle of a concert, mid-performance. He starts ranting about how, Malaysia kind of doesn't have the best, I guess, laws in the advantage of, or in favor of gay people.
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah. I'm starting real mild.
They're not that chill about gays.
They're actually second. I guess it's some kind of rating. They're number 2 for like the worst place to live if you're like trans or gay. Or
really? What's number 1, I wonder?
Yeah. I don't know. But so they're headlining the festival, the 1975, right? In the middle of it, he starts saying like, I don't see the point of inviting the 1975 to a country and then telling us who we can have sex with. So he's on the mic saying this shit. And then he...
Is he American?
I think he's British, but he made out with his...
Yeah, that's what's coming next.
Oh.
So he grabs a dude, his bandmate, and they start kissing on stage.
Oh.
In Malaysia, yeah. As a demonstration, and in his mind, he's like helping the situation.
Yeah.
Is he alive right now?
He's a rock star, dude.
He just got banned from Malaysia.
Yeah, so they get banned, and then also they shut the festival down, and everyone else who was supposed to perform doesn't get to, like Ty Dolla $ign, Kid Leroy, Strokes. It's just over. Festival's done. Everyone who paid, you don't get your money back. Done.
Fuck.
And then they just fly out and they leave. So there's a situation going where there are some people that maybe look at it from the outside, like especially people here that go, oh yeah, you're championing it for us. But then there's people in Malaysia who are gay and they're like, well, thanks assholes, now we can't even fucking go anywhere.
There's a crackdown.
Yeah, now you've like come in and disrupted our ecosystem that you don't have to live in
as outsider,
and you peace out. So there's like 2 sides going on.
And we didn't get to see Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, because I'm more for that side.
Royce
because
5'9".
When you go into someone else's house and let's say your dad's like yelling at you, and then you fucking roast the fuck out of their dad, and you're like, oh, I helped you out, and you leave. Your dad's gonna beat the fuck out of you. Yep. Like you gotta there's little ecosystems, and it's like, man, you gotta protect them.
I commented on this Neck Shark article. It was fucking magical. What I found out, because I don't know this group, right? But apparently they've been an issue prior to this.
Yeah, they've had other shit.
In South Korea, they did something really fucked up. I forgot exactly what, but it was enough to where it wasn't gay stuff. It was something that was like disrespectful to the culture. Like he made comments or something like that, and then he was getting canceled out there. And then so the sentiment I got was a lot of people on the comments were like, why would you bring this like guy that's already shown cultural insensitivities toward Asians to Malaysia and expect that he'll respect any culture?
Yeah.
Because he's coming at it as like, oh, we're superior Westerners and our morality is better than yours. So let me show you how we do it in the West. And then he kisses his fucking boyfriend.
Yeah. That's what that comes from. And that always works out great, doesn't it?
Now the debate is between like what is considered human rights and what is considered religious expression and freedom.
Yeah.
And I think we're having the same debate here. But out there, it's a lot more... ruthless because it's old school, like I know that
it's also you don't live there either.
They also have different rules. So when we were out there's rules for Muslims in the Sharia law, but the Chinese citizens in Malaysia and the secular community in Malaysia,
they're not subject to
the same rules. So I might be wrong here, but I remember specifically being told that during Ramadan there's a Muslim police that goes to the clubs and they check your ID.
Morality police.
And then they're like, oh, you're Muslim, you're in trouble. Because they'll like the Malays are under that law. But they don't give a fuck about the fucking Chinese or anybody else. If you want to go to hell, you go to hell. But they don't go to jail for drinking during Ramadan or whatever.
Yeah.
So there might be some kind of thing there where it's like, hey, if you're a Muslim Malay, then you can't get caught. But I also know on top of that, a lot of Muslim countries have PDA laws, where even if you're straight making out, you get in trouble. So it's not just a gay thing. It's like, if you're straight making out, if you're straight showing PDA, whatever, you also get in trouble.
But if you're gay, it's obviously worse.
It probably is.
Yeah.
But
also, it's woke, so then you go broke. And we just saw that.
I love that.
And we just saw that.
Shout out to the quartering.
Shout out to things that rhyme.
Gay Malay. Oh, sorry.
But that's the thing, like these concert goers, they paid a ticket, right? And then, you know, the guy went woke and they went broke. So, you know.
Everyone lost, dude.
I'm
It,
excited for
it definitely does suck to not have to live in the environment that you like create. Like if you made a hostility occur, and then all right, guys, later. Going back.
well, there's a line between human rights and
Human
just
wrongs.
courtesy. Because, for example, when we went to Malaysia, we were told girls with the hijab don't initiate hugs. And then they're like, don't, like we hug our fans or whatever, right? But then I could have been like, no, I have every fucking right to make sweet love to my fan base whenever the fuck I want if they want.
I fuck the fans. That's what I do.
It's my
It's
thing.
who I am.
And then you could have thrown on a
And I could've
hijab
been
and
like-
hugged people.
I could have been like American freedom, bitch, and then I just fucking make out with a girl with a
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Big time fan.
I could have, but I respected the culture, and what we did was
of course.
we did air high fives.
Sounds like you took an L, Joe.
But what they said that if they initiate the hug, then that's on them to be sinful. If they go right? Yeah.
Keep your distance.
Like, the whole time you're like Keanu. You're like just fucking. You're,
Yeah.
you're orbiting these bitches.
You do
Dude,
the.
I went like this when they try to hug me. Yeah, I could have been like, no, this is my relationship with my fans, and in America, I could fucking hug all my fans.
Hey,
or I could have been like, well,
Sign up.
that's how they do things here. I don't get it, but I respect it. You know? It's
Or like you could have been in the Muslim country, for example, and be like, no abortions. I'm from fucking Florida. Mic drop.
and then they would have been like, yeah.
That's my culture. Yeah. And then people are like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so a lot of people look at it like it's saviorism.
He's
where,
annoying.
Like, he thinks he gets to go in and do that, but also
Then he gets to leave.
yeah, then he gets to leave.
right?
That's the part.
There's no consequence.
Yeah. It's like if you moved to a country that didn't have the justices that were, representative of you and your identity, then maybe making a change makes more sense because you live there.
And this dude's probably like bragging about it back home, like, yeah, dude, I got kicked out of Malaysia. He's like,
But if you just look at a different country and you're like, oh, they shouldn't be living like that, and you go over there and you fucking do this,
Yeah,
and then you
dude.
leave, it's like,
He thinks he's trailblazing something.
yeah.
I looked it up too, and to see like what laws were like legit if being gay was illegal, and apparently it's under the sodomy law that they have, and it's been struck down like 7 years ago or something. So their federal court system said that that's actually no longer illegal because there was a gay raid or something, and then they were caught doing butt sex.
But fucking each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he appealed
right
it.
at that moment.
He appealed it. I think it was 2007 or something. But those cases take a long time when it gets to the Supreme Court. He appealed it, and then I guess the federal system out there in Malaysia they said, oh, actually it's not illegal to do butt sex.
They
a
changed the
butt
law
fuck.
for that guy.
They don't have anti-sodomy laws anymore.
Oh, okay.
So then people that are quoting
It was overturned.
right, because it's outdated on Wikipedia. If you look it up on Wikipedia,
Oh, Roe
it's
versus
outdated.
gay.
Roe versus.
No, the sodomy laws were the bottom, right? And then they got topped.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. But apparently, yeah, it's
It's the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's no longer a thing. Yeah.
Man, dude, it is so fucked up to like think your country has the best fucking laws, and then you just want to spread that shit. That's
Yo,
kind of
man.
funny to me too.
It's so presumptive. Yeah.
It is narcissistic.
It is.
That's kind of American.
Because usually go to like someone else's home and you're like, oh, they got their own rules, whatever. You're just like,
Normal person.
it's like, what the fuck is this fucking cereal in the pantry? No, you leave it on the counter, dude.
Yeah, I don't take my fucking shoes off. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna take my fucking shoes off. Okay, but I gotta go.
That rule's not for me.
Yeah, and I like the 1975 too. That's kind of
Really?
Yeah, I actually like this band. They are really good.
I did read some stuff from like the gay Malays, what they were saying.
What did the gay Malay say?
Same thing, like what Ryan was mentioning, how it's like it's fucked up that we have our own like progress that we're trying to do, and these guys coming in and just ruining it, taking us backwards, whatever.
It's like in cop movies when the fucking FBI moves in on what the cops are doing, and they're
Oh
like,
my god.
"We've been working on this case for 8 years."
We're taking over.
Yeah.
This is out of your
We
jurisdiction.
have jurisdiction.
Exactly. It's
But
like
all-
they might have.
They don't make eye contact. Showing the badge.
Yeah, because what if they do have their way of infiltrating the system and making
They're, like,
change in a
working
way
on-
that's
yeah.
easy for everyone?
And then
to
you
do?
get taken off the case, bro. And then you got to work.
Not to be renegade.
Yeah, dude, you got to be a renegade.
And at the same time, they're finessing. They're finessing the powers that be, and they're like, "Oh, let's not do like a pull the Band-Aid off straight away. Let's like kind of like smoothly get this transition going." And then some band comes in, fucking overseas, and does this. Yeah.
And then there's also another group that were saying, like, you know, it does suck to just see how the world is accepting it, but like in my own home country, like we have to be hidden and like afraid.
Yeah.
And then like, because it's, even if it might be legal now, there's still the social stigma and the violence that's inflicted on the gay community.
I do think that no culture can speak to you better than your own culture, though.
Yeah,
So if you have a guy from the outside coming in, it just would probably make everyone just mad.
Yep.
Well, didn't NSYNC tour there?
in Malaysia.
And they're pretty gay.
Yeah, and all they got to do is do "Shape of My Heart" or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I think it was Backstreet Boys, but yeah, you just do "Shape of My Heart." That's as gay as
Semi-suggestive gay, you know what I mean?
but
That's like not quite explicit.
Yeah, you're not exactly
Feminine,
like fingering each other's buttholes, but you might as well be like
True.
There's a couple degrees in between there, but I see where you're going with
you know what I'm saying? But they were doing it. They were basically doing a pro-gay message on tour, and they didn't have to be so over the fucking head with it.
Yeah.
You mean like fingering each other's buttholes?
Yeah. There was more incognito mode, and that allowed the message to promulgate more, and allowed more maybe like tie-dye jeans or like faded jeans or like all that kind of stuff. People were able to wear those more openly.
Crop top shirts, you know.
Wet shirts, crop top shirts,
Fishnet.
jewelry,
Disco ball one earring.
frosted tips.
Shorts, really high jean shorts.
Exactly. And all that was fine. Dudes wearing bracelets and being like, "Oh, I thought this was a watch."
Acid wash jeans.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the rough part, man.
But what did Ty Dolla $ign say about this?
Yeah, did all the artists get paid still, or?
I don't know.
What
I mean,
did
maybe
Ty Dolla
they're-
$ign say about this, Ryan?
Like, as when he was in the green room, what did they hear him say?
Let me check.
Does it say?
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to look up his.
I feel like he was busy in the green room eating his roti, because they have some fire-ass roti out there.
He said, "I mess with white girls, Asian girls, Spanish girls, black girls, everything, literally everything, everything."
That's my guy, dude. Ty Dolla $ign.
What a good statement after the concert.
I mess with all girls.
Everything.